Hello and welcome to a unique episode for our Night of the Full Moon series, and really, this one is both a happy and sad video all in one. We've been following the journey of Little Red for around a year now, covering all sorts of things such as adventure mode, diary mode, requests from you, our viewers. We've covered new classes, and how to play different types of classes, how to get different types of achievements. These are all a lot of fun things that sadly may be coming to an end, and I'll get to that a little more as we go through not only this wonderful little piece of art here, but also a trailer that was just released for Night of the Full Moon. And we are going to be talking a lot about Little Red's journey. We're going to be talking a lot about all of the different events that have occurred with her and what the future may hold. First though, when the new class was announced for the Gear of Fate, I do want to read a quote. "The new class, Mechanic, and the final part of Night of Full Moon, Gear of Fate, will come. Welcome to Little Red Riding Hood's mechanical world." And the part I want to focus on is the final part of Night of Full Moon. I do believe that this is the last major installment for Night of Full Moon. It's been a wonderful journey. We're going to talk about that journey in just a moment as we go through what I believe is an homage to that journey in trailer form. First though, let's talk a little bit about what we're seeing on this picture. When we look at the Gear of Fate image, we see a number of things. We see the fan in the bottom, and we see all sorts of mechanical contraptions to the left of that. When I look at these, I think these are going to be either action cards, possibly spell cards, since they did confirm it was the Mech Wizard that gave Red her new heart. I see tools, I see equipment, and I think we're going to see a lot of equipment. But if we look at the upper portion, we see little bots, both a large one and a little one. We also see her having somewhat of a mechanical hand, and certainly a very mechanical outfit, very fitting of her engineer. I think there's a lot to look forward to. I think we may be seeing a new card type for the mechanical units, similar to how we would see prayers with the nun class. And there's just a lot to take in here that we can speculate on. Moving on from speculation though, there is a recently released trailer. I found it on their Facebook page, and if you haven't seen this trailer yet, I would very much encourage you to go watch it. This is not the best place to watch it. This is where we are going to break down the trailer and exactly what we see here. And I'm going to start right away by looking at our traditional Red's Cottage. We have our jack-o'-lantern, we have the Dead of Winter, and we can see this is the table right here that we open up to whenever we start the game. Let's go ahead and play it. And right here, the scene is shifted so we have a more personal view. Now, if you were to go to the screen right now at the time of filming, you would see a Harvest Festival plus gear mechanics. But if it weren't the current Harvest Festival, and if we didn't have the gear update, we would see an opposite version of this. And we can see her, or Little Red, rather, has her adventure book out, and a little bit of a forlorn look. And we're going to get into that just a little more, but I also want to talk about the music. If you listen to the music, it has a melancholy flavor to it, and really the use of the stringed instruments, which is renowned for giving a very deep yet subtle emotion, is a perfect choice. Let's keep watching. And what we're seeing here is a lot to do with Little Red, with the werewolf, And this mysterious figure right here that we can see has a clawed arm. We're pretty sure that this is going to be Grandma. There is a sword in the stone, and they're falling down. Of course, this is definitely a scene of the previous boss. Werewolf comes in, save the day, and we're facing a lot of enemies here with the Carpenter and Little Red. Here we go into diary mode. They fall. This is a scene that we're very familiar with if you play the diary mode, and that is they're falling straight from this river ride, and they're going to get separated. And I think that is going to have a lot to do. I think the fact that there is a lot of diary mode as well as adventure mode here is really telling. And we have this full moon, but what's very, very interesting as she is reflecting on what has happened is this person right here. This person who is her grandmother. I think we go on a quest to save her grandmother, and we succeed. But at what cost? There is the matter of the Black Swan in diary mode, and I think that's going to be talked about as well if a diary mode edition happens. And here we have our Gear of Fate right back to where we began. So there's a lot to take in, a lot to speculate, and a lot to go over. I'm very excited to see exactly where they're going to take this game, and as we continue to keep an eye on the Gear of Fate, what it will entail, keep tuning into this channel, stay subscribed if you're not already, and we'll get you the more up-to-date news. I am Nidanoski, and as always, have fun.